It's a big place, right? So we have a lot of employees on the floor constantly. So every day is a constant training challenge. You know what I mean? So you have to constantly be on top of your staff and remind them of our expectations and service. And there's a lot of accountability going on here. A lot of accountability.
Yeah, so then how many staff do you have?
A little shy of 300.
Okay. And is that year round?
No. It definitely thins out during our slower months, like January, February, March. The people leave naturally. We accept some resignations to go to other places and whatnot, which we do hire people back for the summertime for our busier times.
As I was polling the room, how many of you been here or not been here? There is a perception that this is a tourist-centered restaurant, but in fact you are seeking or even serving a ton of locals. Where do you find that there's a perception gap for folks?
A lot of guests come in thinking that we're just mostly a tourist spot. And we do, I mean, from what I've seen, it's about 50-50, even a bit more for our locals. But we are a place, a destination for lots of tourists. So we are known as a tourist place. So we do have more than the usual amount of tourists for our restaurant. So that's a particular challenge in and of itself. And now we have lots of guests coming in that don't speak English. And even then, my Spanish is pretty good, but I don't do Portuguese, French, Italian. There's a lot of other languages. It's a challenge. But as far as local, we do have a good local presence. We are working on, just like any other restaurant, getting the people within a 10 or 20 block radius to know that we're here and to come on in. So we do have lots of locals coming in as well.
And are they the bulk of your events business then?
Definitely. Definitely. We do have some international clients. We are hosting FIFA next year, so that's going to be a pretty big thing for us as well, with their events teams to get it curated for next year.
Also, part of the scale of this is that you work with a lot of outside vendors and specialists, let's say. So, for instance, flowers. I understand that David takes care of a lot of the exterior flowers and landscaping, but inside you actually have a dedicated florist. So tell us about the choice to work with folks who are outsourced.
It makes for better consistency. So we work with a certain florist that comes in every Monday, I believe, and replaces all of our centerpieces and whatnot. And during our holiday time, we do have special little bouquets that go on every table to make it more of a festive kind of environment. Obviously they're not too fragrant so as they don't overcome the aroma of the food and drinks and whatnot. So we work with them on just certain kinds of flowers. If we see a certain kind is too fragrant, allow them to replace it, just for consistency reasons. And they own it and they're responsible for it. And if something goes wrong, they pay for it. So it's a good partnership in that way.
Right. You have other vendors too that you work with, like valet and things, right? That's external.
Yeah, we work with a lot of external vendors. Like you mentioned, as far as the outside, that David is very particular when it comes to the kind of flowers and trees he wants out there. And he works with the Central Park Conservancy to maintain the space. And we do have people from Central Park maintaining our grounds and replacing the mulch and planting flowers at his direction. So he's very active with everything.